Hi. What's up? I finally figured my stuff out 2 minutes ago. What do you mean by that? What did you figure? Let me adjust some things. Here we go. Nothing like profound philosophical realization. What is that profound philosophical realization? Sorry, I need to test some things on my side. Okay. Okay. That's so good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yap away, Sam. Yap away. I want to know. Call. I'll be crude if I type. Alright, brother. Let's get on to a call. You have access to the live channel, I think. I just want to test if I can hear you and if the stream can. Okay, I don't think the stream can hear you. Just give me a moment. Shut the fuck up! No. How's it going, Sam? How's it going?
So I just had like I figured my stuff out. So
Stream can hear you
I
now,
put
by
it
the way.
this way.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Stream can hear you now. I'm just telling you. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, the stream can hear me now. You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No issue.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
So I finally figured this out. So for the longest time, it was always like other people could be kind of magical for lack of a better word. Like I've had some amazing friends who've helped me through a lot.
Mhm.
Definitely saved my life.
That's what friends are for, yes.
Yes.
At least a good one.
And I had to realize that, because I couldn't see myself as magical at all. Like, my fear was that if I started to put myself up, I might become the jerk who denies everything, or the jerk who justifies everything, instead of acknowledging and working to be better.
Mhm.
And I finally had to realize that I can have both,
Yes.
where I can I can be happy with what I gave myself while also being solemn and knowing that I have problems and I need to work on them and moving forward. So I can see myself as magical because I'm the one that found my magical friends. That was me
Yes.
that did that. And it's just that realization that's like, oh my god. It brought me
Absolutely.
from neutral nihilist to optimistic nihilist.
Perfect. Well, that's a good improvement. You have, like, that's a hard balance for everyone. Like, if we back up a little bit, there's always the hard balance of how much you want to, like, I don't know how to say that, but like punch yourself a little bit, like hate some things about you, and how much you need to like just say, okay, it's life, and I'll work through it and make it work. But at the end of the day,
Yeah,
that doesn't
so
make you less or better, right? You're just someone trying to make your way through this world. And
yeah. The way I do it is it's not I'm trying to be a good person. It's my baseline is I'm an animal, and that means that while I can be helpful, I will definitely hurt the other animals in my community. So it's I have to be aware of when I hurt the other animals because I want to make the other animals happy. And it's like when I make the other animals happy, I enjoy doing that. So it's I have the right to be frustrated, and so does every other animal that I'm with. Like people can absolutely swear at me and cuss me out, and that is absolutely their right, and I want them to do that, because if that's the only way that they can communicate in that moment, I would much rather that they communicate how they feel in that moment.
Yep.
Because we all need to communicate, and I don't think we should be justifying our emotions. If you're sad and you can't figure out why, you have every right to be sad. It's not, oh, you have no reason to be sad, you should be able to do your work right now. No. Like, maybe you're just having a bad day. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to respect that. I'm going to offer you a hug, and I'm gonna take a walk with you, just a silent walk with you if you want that. And like we're just going to relax on your bad day, and that's fine. We can do the work tomorrow.
Absolutely. I think like I agree with what you're saying. Like there's multiple things that you went for there. So like communicating a thing is always better than not communicating it, because when you don't communicate it or someone else doesn't communicate it, nobody knows. And working trying to like map out a thing without seeing is not good. Right? So that's always a good thing. But yes, you don't have to justify how you feel. How you feel is how you feel, right? That's like a
Yeah, and then
truth
people
statement. And
I believe this because my book tells me to. It's like, no, you just don't like that sort of person. It's fine.
yes,
Just be honest and say it's you that has that opinion, that idea. Stop trying to justify externally. That's
yes.
the way stuff worked in medieval times. It's 2026. Stop acting like it's 1382.
But like everything is vibes, right? We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Everything in life, 99% of things is vibes. Like unless you go into the like highest of like some institutions, everything will always be vibes. So you don't have to justify anything. Nobody has to justify anything unless it affects you, right? And then they have to you have to narrowly justify that part if truly it is necessary, because like sometime even if it affects you or even if you affect somebody else, they have no right to ask. But like it depends. But yeah, like
Well, I
you're
don't
not
like the word
lesser.
justify, because that's like, oh, this is okay to do. But
Oh,
I much
offer an
prefer the word
explanation. Sorry,
acknowledge,
or
where you
acknowledge. That's
say
fair.
that
Yep.
this is how it is. I don't
Yep.
like the word justify because it has a connotation of saying it's okay, but I much
I agree. I
prefer
agree.
the
Yep.
word acknowledge, because it's like, this is how it is, no strings attached. We are going to work with it, instead of, this is how it is and that's fine.
Yep. Like there's well, that's more personal relationship stuff. Sometime whenever you have a friend or significant other, you might hope for a lot of things. You might want a lot of things to change, but the best you can do for yourself and for them is to accept that nothing will change. And whenever you accept that, you make better decisions. Because if you, I'll take me for an example, if you hope that there's some things that will change about your significant other, you stay with them for a long freaking time and you make bad decision because of it, you end up fucked, right? So family friendly, okay. But like that's a thing, right? Accepting things is really important. Accepting that other people won't change, that you cannot really affect them in the grand scheme of things, but the best that you can do is try to offer some like temporary relief for something. That's the best that you can do 99% of the time, and accepting that will reframe how you think about your life, right? Because sometimes it can feel like misery because everything's going not that well. Everybody's sad sometime. There's nothing to do. But so you can feel that it's your fault, but it's not. You can do your best to offer that temporary relief, and that makes you like the most awesome person in the room. Like you need to understand, Sam, that a lot of time Or, well, for now, I have seen that you are like a top 1% type of person that is kind and tries to, like, make sure that everybody's happy. Like, that's already better than most people. So, to come back to the magical part that you were saying at the
I don't
start,
want people to be happy. Let me make this clear. I don't want people to be happy. I want them to be sated, satisfied. I want them to feel fulfilled.
that's
Because
fair.
happiness is superficial. You can be having a good time with your friends, and then like your work day was just awful, so you're not satisfied. Like you're happy in the moment, but you're not satisfied. I want people to be satisfied. I
That's
would
fair.
much rather like a nice, very comfy, calm bass line than depression, depression, depression.
Yep.
Perfect moment. Depression, 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 depression. Perfect
Yes.
moment.
I agree. When maybe that's something that I need to focus on. My language is very unprecise, okay? When I'm talking about these things, I am a man, okay? I am crude. I am crude with my emotional language. I think you are way more precise than I am with this stuff. So, yeah,
Forget manliness, become a femboy. It
yes.
rocks. It
Yes.
goes so hard.
Why do you think I'm shaving? I want to be a femboy. No, I'm no. Only Omo for Carney. Okay. Uh, but no. Yes. No. Okay. No. I agree with everything you've said. And yes, like it's a good realization. Like there's a bunch of things in life that comes from accepting the state that things are. And at least for me, the most OP thing that I've done in my life is accepting. Like I could, like, I'm talking only about like my situation because it's the one that I understand, but like I could be sad every day that I'm never going to be able to do a bunch of things because now I have a daughter and I need to take care of her and I'm the only one that will do it. So like this could make me miserable. Or I could just accept that everything I've done in my life brought me here and now I'm going to enjoy the good part and I'm going to go
Yeah,
through the art part.
you have a magical little being that you
Yeah.
get to be with.
Like that's a that's a thing that is like way bigger when you don't have one, and when you have one you're like, okay. But no, I
Well,
agree, right?
magical little being that causes big existential questions and problems.
Yes, and that
Because you're
makes
like,
you like
I have
more
to take
anxious for
care. I have to
everything.
take care of this little one because they're so vulnerable, and then they grow up really fast, and then it's like,
Yes.
oh, what? Oh, okay, they're pushing back on me now. I don't know what to do because I want the best for them, but at the same time, I also want to respect their agency.
That's very true. Right now, my daughter is having like her first, we could say like personhood experience, and by that I mean that she's starting to say no and be frustrated. And of course, because she's like 2.5, she doesn't have a mind for what is like a good reason to be frustrated. So she's going to, at the slightest thing, just throw herself at the ground as if it's a movie and just like slam the slam the board. But yeah, like that's a bunch of things where acceptance is just OP. Like whenever she does that, it's like there's a couple of ways to deal with it. Of course, that highly depends on the situation. But like first thing for me is I accept that she's going to cry for the next 5 minutes, and I have to just be optimal in how I teach her to like live her emotion. So yeah, but like acceptance is OP. Seeing
Yeah, like
yourself
just
as
sit there and be
lesser is
calm and
not
hold her
good.
hands. Like show her calmness and care at the same time is like what I would do. I don't know how to raise kids. I want to have I want to adopt. I want to find the best man ever and I want to adopt and give this one kid the best life that they can have.
That's that's a fair goal, right? But that's something that, like, man, why do I always want to draw? No drawing. Okay, no drawing. But so
You got a 5 of spades. There's your draw.
true. No. So like, there's fair goals in life,
Go fish.
and you can achieve them, or you can not achieve them, and that's okay, right? It doesn't make you less or better. You should, like, it's a weird, impossible thing, but you need to know your worth. You need to be your own person, and you need to, like, wake up saying to yourself, I'm gonna do the best today, and it will be what it's going to be. And I hope that you're able to, like, live that, find that every day, because that's hard, but it's important. It's important. Like, there's a lot of people that are going to tell you that you're trash, not because you are trash, but because they
I
are
won't
in
deny
pain.
it. I am absolutely a piece of trash sometimes, but that's my right as an animal on this planet.
Yes, but like, when I'm saying trash, maybe I can be more
Like,
precise. I'm not saying
consistently
like your
worthless all the
soul,
time.
your core is trash, right? Because even when we say that, it's a little bit like when I say that I'm racist, right? I know that I'm not racist. I just know that I have a bunch of like prior programming, and sometimes I think about things that are definitely racist. So that's the same thing I feel when we say like, oh, we're trash, or I'm a bad person. Like, not in a sad moment, but just like casually. When people say that, or at least when I say that, it's not to like lower myself. It's just like, I can be an asshole because I'm just going to debate someone, like, into a corner because for the love of the game. But if they're crying in the corner, I'm not going to continue. Like, I'm not evil. So anyway, there's kind of a difference there that sometimes we have a hard time picking apart. We often forget it. It's important to not forget it. We're good people, goddammit. Okay?
No, we're not good people. We're animals. Stop trying to deny the harm you've done. No.
No, I ain't. I
Like, there are
think
people that are like that, where they're like, I have to be a good person, and instead of working on themselves, they just deny all the harm that they do.
yeah, but
So my
I
baseline is
disagree.
I'm an animal
Nah,
because
I
that.
disagree with your baseline. I think that we okay, maybe I'm more religious than you, okay? When I live my life, I'm not religious at all. But I still, like, there's a bunch of things that I'm going to do with my life, in my life, as if I have, like, God-given directives to do them. Like, when I talk about politics, I ain't going to slow down anything, because I'm protecting my daughter. I'm fighting for her, okay? So, like, I have God-given directives, I ain't stopping. And that expands to the rest of my life too. I'm not going to feel that I'm a evil person, that I'm a bad person, or that I'm bad at my core, and I have that like magical original sin. I don't care about that. I know I'm a good person. I'm a good person not because of what other people say, but because if push comes to shove, I'll do the right things. I'll be moral under my own moral system. And if you disagree, go fuck yourself. I have the right moral system, goddammit. So, like, that's how I see things. Because I think that if we remove like this part that thinks of us as a net positive for the world, we are already like a little fuck. By the way, hi Rust. Meow. So, like, we need to start somewhere, right? And if we start at 0, I feel like we're... You know what? That's where the drawing goes, okay? I'll do the drawing. Open stream, my friend. Drawing is
This
needed
time
for
you
this
got a
one.
2 of hearts.
Fuck you. Okay. I'll do the drawing thing, okay? You have no choice, or I'll also share on Discord because I like sharing things. Okay, so drawing. Problem that I have with saying like we're animals and we don't have to be good. Like, if that's a description of like all humanity, yes,
Oh, I don't mean it like
humans.
that. What I'm saying is,
If you mean you
we're
personally,
animals, and while we can want to be perfect, we have to give ourselves the forgiveness to not be good sometimes, and like we we should absolutely want to make others happy and comfortable, but there's also like we have to ensure that like we have to how do I say this? I want us animals to help the other animals be more satisfied. And
Okay,
sometimes that means being a jerk because that's all you have the energy left to do and you need to communicate something. So it's like it may not always come out cleanly and that's fine. We just have to be ourselves.
understood. But here, okay, here's my fear. I'm just going to state it out, and I'm going to trust you to do something good with it, okay? So, Rust, those are analogies. Don't panic, okay? He's not trying to, like, cut a rat and remove his leg to become half animal, okay? So, okay, here's my fear. So, my fear is that you, in your brain, start yourself... Why is it lagging that much? Okay. You start yourself like here as animal, and you see like everyone as this, but you don't see that you are like here at worst, or like here at your best. And like, yes, there is like a perfect S tier over here. You don't have to be that, right? What I'm saying is that saying that you are this, or sorry, saying that you are this lower thing puts you on an equality with all other human. But you cannot live like that. Trust me, you cannot live thinking that every other people around you are like just an equal to you. I don't believe that's possible. Because if you
Oh,
put
some
them too
people are
equal,
asleep. Like sometimes I look people in the eye and they're just asleep and it's like it's their right to be asleep. I'm not gonna wake them up. It's like I'm gonna engage with the people that I want to engage with, and that's fine.
yes. But my core point with that, like that's what you said is true. My core point with that is that you don't want to be in a situation where someone is essentially arguing for your destruction or arguing for something that would cause your destruction, and you just be, well, it's their right. There's some things that go like further than that, right?
Oh yeah, no,
So
if
that's
they're
something to keep in
mistreating me,
mind.
I am going to walk off and go complain to someone else to have them as like I want them to have immediate consequences. So like
Fair.
if
Yes.
somebody's mistreating me, my usual response is not to insult them. I want them to be genuinely and thoroughly disappointed, and so instead of insulting them or talking back to them, I will close my mouth, I will stand up, I will walk out of the room, I will go to the leader of the space, and I will tell the leader of the space what happened, and that person will be removed from the space,
That's
so
fair.
that they cannot continue their behaviors.
Absolutely. And I just want you in your mind to, well, at least it's important for me, so I'm assuming that it is for you, but I just want you to keep in your mind that this person is not equal to you. They're not just yet another animal. They're somehow a lesser animal. And we need to accept that sometime there are lesser animals. And, like, we don't have to think about the maybe superior animals, the people that do more than us or that are better in some way.
Oh, yeah,
We
I know
don't
what
know
you're
them, we
saying.
don't care about that, but we need
The
to
label that I
keep
use for
a...
that is like we're all animals, but some of them are just kind of magical, kind of special, and like I think like some animals are like worth spending time with just because they're really amazing.
Yeah, that's fair. But you also... I'm just... Keep in mind, you need space for people that are less. And you need to keep in mind that those do exist. They don't always have an explanation to them, right? Someone can just be a worse person. So I'm just telling you that's important to keep in mind because it can use a lot of your bandwidth. It can use a lot of your mind. It can fuck your mind up if you're always trying to find the reason for why someone like acts in a certain way or why someone is the way that they are. Sometimes it's just not your prerogative to
Oh
know
yeah,
or
like
to
it's
give a shit.
Oh yeah, that is kind of along my line of we need to be an asshole sometimes, just because it's the only way that we can convey an idea. Like we just need to save our energy. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yes. Like you need to sometime some lesser animal or some people that you can perceive as lesser animal. I'm using this, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care about if it sounds bad. Like some people that you can perceive as a lesser animal, it's okay to just leave them in the category and not think about them. So that's where I'm going at here. But anyway, yeah, I think everything you've talked to me sounds good. I'm happy. Happy for
My
you.
thought is
Animal.
if somebody tries to climb and be a better person, then I want to spend my energy helping them. Like if they make a genuine effort and they
Mhm.
communicate clearly that they want to be better, want to do better, I will work with them. But my thought is if they're just sitting there in their misery and they don't want to move because whatever the reason is, it's like I'm gonna go leave and spend time elevating people that I can actually elevate.
True. And also, just because I'm picking up on that, I just want to make sure I don't know how you see yourself. You don't have to be a secondary character. You don't have to be like the second part, the second cast of a film. You can be the hero of your own movie. Think about yourself too. All right?
I see it as I'm like the side character, but it's like what is it? Like those fanfics that take a movie and then they write from the perspective of like this seemingly boring ass ordinary person, but it ends up being really interesting. So I'm a nobody, but I'm an interesting nobody.
Okay, I get it. Maybe this is something to ponder about a little bit, but I feel like there's so much opportunity that is lost by people like you and me just thinking that we're the secondary character. When I look about people that achieve things and that do things that are way greater than like anybody could think, they never thought that they were actually able to do it. They never thought that they would actually get there.
Oh no, I'm
They
not
just
saying I'm
fucking did
not
it.
like I'm not saying I'm not an important character. Like
Yes, but what I'm saying is that there is
in a movie,
only one you. Just wait a second. There is only one you, and by that I mean nobody
yeah, there is
is
only
going
one me,
to
I know that.
advocate on your behalf. Nobody is going to push for your life to
Yeah.
be better. Nobody is going to push for your life for you to be the one that takes the decision or you to be at the position that you want to be, because I'm not assuming that you want to take the decision. So here, what I'm saying is
I
that
figured out how to say it better.
if you don't take this
I'm my
position,
main character, but in my thought, I'm like the interesting background character to the rest of the world.
I
I'm
understand, but
my main
I
character,
think
but I'm
that
the interesting background to the rest of the world.
might be an issue in your thinking. So what I'm saying is that right now, through that thinking, there is a risk that you put yourself behind other people and that you don't realize yourself to the fullest extent. That's where we can go back to my like fucking God prerogative, where God is sending me to do these things, so I'm just going to do them. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Sometimes you just have to like live your life to the fullest extent and try to do the things even if they seem far, even if they seem that they're not for you. And when I say not for you, I mean not that like you don't like it, but more that it's something that is too big for you, but fuck it, I'll do it. Like sometimes you just gotta do these things. So what I'm saying
Oh
here is
yeah,
don't put yourself as
that's
a background character.
yeah,
Maybe
that's part
think of
of
yourself as the
part
one
of
that
my
could be main.
framework is part of my framework is that like I can absolutely feel free to just say fuck it and go hard at it.
I understand. Like I can give you an example, and look, I'm yapping here. Maybe I'm yapping towards something that fits you, or maybe not. So if it's not, just fucking leave it in the trash, and it's okay. So like whenever I'm thinking about my life, it's really easy for me to think of myself as a complete secondary character that will never achieve more than what I've already achieved and to keep what I've already achieved. And by that, I mean, I have a daughter. I could easily tell me that all I'm going to do of my life is make sure that my daughter is great and make sure that my daughter is the best daughter that she could ever be and make sure that she's happy and make sure that she does everything that she wants to do. But the truth here is that I have some control over that. I don't have infinite control over that. And that won't satiate me, right? My daughter could be the best person in the universe, like my dream person. I don't even know what that fucking means. I don't even think about that. But like she could be the person I want her to be. And that would not satiate me. Because I know that I'm like I like to yap. I like to have people see me. And just being in her shadows, it would not satiate me. I'm not saying that it would be bad. I would be happy, of course. But that's not what I want. But in my position, it's very easy for me to just say, fuck it. I fucked my life up. Now I can be the secondary character, and it's all that I can be. But if I start doing that, well then I have no chance of being maybe the person I want to be. Maybe to like do some greater things. Maybe do things in politics, do things with code, do things like... There's a bunch of things that I want to do. But if I tell myself I'll be that secondary character and that's it, well then I've just put to the graveyard all of my dreams, because some people that are maybe more retarded than me, or maybe like more driven than me, will achieve the things that I should have done. They're not going to be mine, they're going to be someone else's dream that they will accomplish. So anyway, like don't focus on the competition side of things, just what I'm saying here is that putting yourself in your mind in the background is a easy way to skip most good things that can happen to your life, because when you'll be presenting them, you'll just be skeptical instead of going all in.
Yeah. So my response to that is, I have a very odd sort of way that my brain handles cognitive dissonance. I don't really get cognitive dissonance as much as other people do, because I'm a strong instrumentalist. So
I don't even know what
like
that means.
So, like, I can absolutely be the secondary character while also pushing for my goals. So I can be the secondary character when I need to see myself that way, and I can see myself as the main character. I can be both at the same time.
Okay. Wait a second. I want to be
Meaning
sure
I
that I'm
can
not
take the
retarded.
zoomed out perspective to catch all the little things, zoom in to see myself as the main character, what I want to do. I can challenge myself that way, and then I can zoom back out and the secondary character again, recheck, and so it's like I can go back and forth without much like dissonance, I guess.
I get what you're saying. I don't know. Like, the issue here, let's just go right into it. The core issue is that it's impossible for me to know how you feel about things and how you check things. When I'm hearing you, when you're saying that, like, I feel the exact same, but I know that for me, this way of thinking is bad. Like, I need to, the only way that I can live my life...
Yeah, your framework works for you.
Yes. I agree,
Yes.
but here, I just want to go, like, one step further. The step further is, it's hard for us to communicate ideas, right? It's hard for me to know if I can say something to you that will be of value, and trying to query that is always hard. So that's why I'm yapping, okay?
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
It's nice to yap with you. You're my friend, and
Yes.
you're also kind of like a mentor to me. I will say that. Like you've
Happy
taught
to
me a
be.
lot of things.
I'm trying to be thoughtful, okay? I'm trying to be thoughtful and not be a complete dummy. I'm trying to learn from you too, okay? I'm trying to trying to learn from you too.
Yes, that's the job of a teacher. The teacher is also supposed to learn from the student. You
Yes.
get it. You're a good teacher.
I'm trying. But yeah. No, I'm happy that you've come to your own realizations in a positive way, and that you're growing out of these realization, that you feel some kind of progress in these realization. That's the good wording. I'm happy about that. Okay, I'm happy to hear
Yes.
good news about you. I'm always happy because I want the best for you. Okay, you've been a good friend. We've talked a lot. We yap a lot. And you're also very kind, okay? Those videos were awesome, okay? Those were awesome. They made my day, all right? They made my day, truly. Not kidding.
Ah.
Ah! Oh, I need
Yes.
the uck, okay? I need the uck sound. We need it. You won't even be able to hear it. Who gives a fuck? Ah! Okay, we got it. Oh, what? You're telling me that I can shove it in Discord? Wait.
Yeah, it'll plug into any app.
I don't know, did you hear it? Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Anyway, who cares? Who cares? It's fun to yap with you. I don't know. Today I wanted to code, but I don't even know if I can. I feel kind of rude, okay? I feel rude because yesterday, no, the day before, I told MBE that I would stream at 9:30, and I woke up at 10:50. And I was like, oh no, I forgot to put something to wake me up. So I let MBE on to dry like the biggest asshole. Oh man, I'm an asshole. Anyway.
That's true. From the beginning, like in the womb, the first part of you that forms is your asshole. You've always been an asshole.
I've always been a hassle. You know, that's a French issue. We put H in places that there's no H, and we don't put H in places that we don't hassle. Like we just wanna speak as if we're some kind of Arabic speaker. Like hassle. Like anyway. But hey, there's some advantage
Hi,
to.
hello. How are you doing, asshole?
There's advantage to like speaking French, and when we say like country's name, saying it in French has like a 99% accuracy rate. So it's like in English we fucked up the names often, but yeah, in French it's like. Anyway, I don't know. Am I coding today? Who the fuck knows? Do you have some React things? We can react. We can be some fucking retards again. What are some war crimes that you've collected lately?
I'm trying to think of something funny.
Someone commented beans. True. Okay. No, but yeah. Have you seen the I'm sure you did. It's insane what Trump is doing with the like 1.776 billion fund for those that have been quote unquote put in jail by the Biden administration because of the insurrection. That's always fun to see Trump going after, well, trying to fuck up his democracy as much as possible. God damn, okay? Whenever shit will hit the fan, I'll make sure that you have a visa to come in Canada, alright? You're coming in. You ain't dying over there. Maybe I should share the screen. Qatari negotiating team in Tehran to help secure US-Iran deal to end war. Oh my, oh my. Do you mean that my stocks are still going up somehow? Let's go see. No fucking way.
I have some possible stupidity. I haven't watched this yet, but judging from the thumbnail and the title, I think it's gonna be pretty dumb.
Oh, sling it over. I want to see it. We're gonna suffer together. There's no fucking way. I don't know how. I'm fucking out. Anyway, I'm gonna die.
Religious drama.
Religious drama? I don't know. Will it be good? Let's see. You can be a liberal and claim to be Christian. I don't know. What type of liberalism are we going for?
I have zero clue.
You cannot be a
Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about Christians cannot be liberals. Like, why? First of all, we need to define liberal. Liberal to me is someone that cares about like individual rights. It's someone that cares about institutions. Individual right, institutions. Some type of democracy, but that's vague as fuck. I guess it fits within individual rights. Like, I feel that these words, the big issue whenever we're entertaining them, is that we end up on a place where we're like, well, the dictionary definition of liberal is this, and then we end up with a debate on things that, like, are not the truth, or are not the applicable reality.
Socrates always wanted people to define their terms so that it wasn't an argument over what such and such means, or an argument where two people think they disagree but they actually agree.
Yes, right. There's it's not Socrates. It's another one. You were not talking about that, but anyway, like there's a philosopher. I'm bad in philosophy, okay, but there's a philosopher that like his whole thing is you don't disagree. We just define things differently. So yeah, like it's a whole studied thing. But I truly think that this is like 99% of the issue, or always the issue, because often when you like talk to a conservative, their value comes from a very different place than what a liberal would. Anyway, let's see this. Let's put it into like a higher speed thing so we can kill ourselves.
You cannot be a liberal and claim to be a Christian at the same time.
All right, let's see it.
Don't hear what I'm not saying, because what I'm not saying is that being Republican automatically makes you a Christian or anything that aligns with that.
Why would someone think that's what you're saying?
Hear me for what I'm actually expressing to you. If you're a Christian, then that means that in regards to voting and politics, you have to be voting based on biblical principles.
That's not a thing, because in order for that to be a thing, the Bible would have to have clear and consistent principles. And it doesn't. The Bible is not univocal. It does not speak with one single unified and consistent voice and from one single unified and consistent perspective. It is multivocal. It is full of principles that are different and inconsistent and frequently directly contradict other principles within the Bible itself. And we're going to see that put on display in this video. But there are very, very few things that are consistent from beginning to end in the Bible. And the main ones are just rejected by the overwhelming majority of Christians today. For instance, the most consistent principle that you can find throughout the entire Bible is probably that slavery is okay. And we overruled that over a century ago. We decided that's not for us anymore. And we leveraged the source of all biblical authority ourselves to overrule the authority of the Bible. And that's how this works. And when people talk about biblical principles, what they're talking about is principles that they have negotiated into the text. Because in the absence of clear and consistent principles, you have to negotiate with the text. You have to decide what passages are going to be centered and given priority, and what passages are going to be ignored or are going to be reinterpreted and subjugated to the passages that are given priority. In other words, when passages conflict, overwhelmingly what people who accept the authority of the Bible are going to do is decide which one they like and then reinterpret the other one away. That's what everybody does who treats the Bible as authoritative. They negotiate with it so that the Bible...
Yes, and we also do that to all our principles to some point. Like we negotiate with our experienced reality to say what is good or what is bad. If we saw...
Did I pull a based video?
Well, it seems that like he's against the claim that like you cannot be a liberal if you claim to be a Christian. Like, I mean that's kind of a retarded quote, but like he's right. Like, you can say anything with the Bible, truly. Like, if you wanted to, you could say that liberalism is based through the Bible. You could say that liberalism is bad through the Bible. You could say whatever the fuck. There's enough words within that girthy Bible that you'll end up being able to say anything. So it's not like, to me, it's such a worthless endeavor to go into a book like that.
Take the children and bash their heads upon the rocks. Let's go.
But like, even like, I get what you're saying. Like, there's bad quotes in there. There's probably good quotes in there. And
Yeah, it's just a mix of stories. It's
Yeah.
not like it should be taken literally. It should be like a mix of stories where it's like, here's an example of a mistake that we've been making for a long time. Here's what happens when this mistake is made in this story. Somebody made this mistake for you. Don't waste their life by making it when they've already made it for you.
yeah, but like, yeah, I agree. Like, the issue here is that people think that they're like mining into some dark knowledge. Well, bright knowledge, I guess, because it's God. Some bright knowledge because they are like reading the Bible. But in reality, like, within any book, you're going to find these kind of things. Like, if you read all of the Harry Potters, you're going to have like some lessons that are done.
Be sure
right?
to pirate Potter because JK is a transphobe. Let's go.
True. But let's be honest, all Brits are pretty transphobic, and at this point, I would put a lot of the US in that
I know
bucket.
2 trans Brits. Actually, wait, no, make that 3. I know 3, 4. I know
Just
of
to
4.
just to be sure, what are we saying? Do they have dysphoria? If they're, recount with the ones that have dysphoria.
Ones that have dysphoria, like genuine trans people.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be 4.
That would be 1.
Philosophy Tube is she's trans.
Yeah.
The host of Philosophy Tube is trans.
Yeah, I just like the genuine. That was.
I don't know what else I would mean when I say
that's
trans
true.
person.
That's true. But like,
if I said I know of 4 trans fakers,
but I like how you, like, when you said genuine, you just fucking across the map, you wiped out most of them. But no, I agree, right? We like, the truth is that they can have the same name, maybe in like some corners, but I'm not going to make any policy or waste any time with anybody but the real trans that have dysphoria, because they're the one that have like a disproportionate amount of harm that happens to them, and they're the one that we can help the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I knew that you were about to say something like that, and I wanted you to say it. It was funny to me, okay? It was funny to me.
Yourself.
Yes, it was a trap. It's a trap. All right. No, I think he's going to be base. I'm going to like let him yap for 2.5 minutes, and we'll see.
Authorizes the dogmas and the biases that they bring to it. Because the Bible is just a collection of squiggles unless and until it is engaged by a reader who creates meaning with the Bible in accordance with their own experience.
Wait, can you hear it? Have I shared the sound?
Yeah, you share the sound.
All right. I just wanted to be sure.
Their own rhetorical goals, their own biases, their own dogmas. And as we're going to see, this content creator is made of dogmas and is not made of an awful lot of information or understanding.
Therefore, you cannot be voting in opposition to biblical principles.
Almost all things that are going to be labeled biblical principles already stand in opposition to other things that can be labeled biblical principles. So the question isn't what are the biblical principles? The question is which biblical principles most closely align with your dogmas? And as we're going to see in this video, This content creator
It's
endorses
so
right-wing
true.
authoritarian and social dominance orientation identity politics. It's a rather brainless kind of Christian nationalism. And so we're going to see that even when such principles are nowhere to be found anywhere in the Bible, this content creator is going to read right-wing authoritarian, social dominance orientation, and Christian nationalist identity politics into
Lol.
the Bible in order to baptize those identity politics and turn around and wave the Bible around as the authorization of those utterly brainless identity politics.
You're supposed to be voting based on morality that we get exclusively from the Bible.
There's absolutely no such thing, in addition to the fact that we negotiate the moral principles that we find.
All right. It's going to. I'm sorry, I cannot watch these things. He's right. Okay, I'm going to say that I haven't seen it. The whole rest of this video is 100% correct, and I agree with him. Okay, that's like anybody that is like religion says this is a retard. I'm just going to say it. That's a purely retarded thing, and I don't care about like debating them. Like I think that it's a worthless endeavor. Anyway, like we're
I think it's just nice to see people who agree with you. That's why I sometimes, but very rarely, watch those videos.
yeah, right. It's nice. I don't know. I've never been. Maybe the issue is that I have a path through my life. Yes, through my life, I have had a path where I've went through like being a right-wing authoritarian for a long time. So if I were maybe a lefty, maybe this path would be like more appealing to me. But yeah, like when I look at this, I'm just like, okay, they're your neighborhood retard that believes in like religion as a thing that it's not, and they don't even like believe it, right? Because religion, like if you believe into a God-given thing, a religion thing, you should have some compulsion to limit your behavior in some way, right? There should be some kind of things that is not only going into wording is important, okay? So when you believe about something in religion, it shouldn't always be a thing that is good for you, right? So there is things that are good or enjoyable and things that are bad or not fun to do. And the idea that religion will just be the good things, but as soon as we're talking about the bad things, we don't do we don't think about the bad things, okay? So going to the church every week or every day or whatever the fuck they do, they're just not going to do it. Like not working on the weekend, not going to do it. Like the idea that we're just going to not do the hard part, but only take the good part or the parts that agree with us, that feels like you're not religious. You're just opportunistic. So what the fuck's the point anyway? Anyway, like that. Anyway, I don't care about religion. I don't care so much. Do we have some dumb things? No.
I'm going to college, so I'm going to have to deal with it.
I don't think that there's much religious people in college.
You'd be surprised. It's a community college, so like I do. I want to be very clear. I'm not against Islam. I did have to say that, but like there are hijabs, so I do know that there are some people who are religious. I'm not making a judgment on like how religious they are, but I do know that people do express religions at the college that I'm going to. I'm not going to
I
dox myself.
I think that you, well, we've already doxed your ass like way the fuck too much, but you're in I'm sorry, your state. The name is bringing my brain to a tear. You're in Minnesota. Is that right? I'm doxing
Yes,
your
I'm
ass.
in Minnesota, west of the metro area.
Well, that you don't have to be that precise, but it's okay. It's okay. Minnesota.
I think that leaves plenty of people if I just say west of the metro area instead of
All
using an
good.
actual city.
That's good. That's good. Okay, we're not looking at a map now, but it's all good. So, yeah, but like, okay, I think that we, or maybe that's a thing. Do you think that people that or maybe you haven't thought about it. Okay, when somebody wears a hijab, do you think that they do have like more religious views, or do you just think that they were born with parents that have religious views? Because I think that's a better
I think
indicator.
it's a good question to ask. I wouldn't know. Like, the vibe that it gives is I am more religious, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that vibe is true.
Because I'm vibing on this, okay? I'll be transparent. When I went to the park with my daughter, like there were women with hijabs, because women that have children are usually not the one that are let's just say the good old born in Canada. So like I've seen a lot of them, and when we read like Muslim scripture, okay, when we read their book, it says like you cannot look a man in the eye, you cannot speak to a man, you cannot, like there's a bunch of things that are against that. And it's not a, like they acted like any other women, okay? I could speak to them, I could like say hi, and we had great relationships with all of them, okay? So like my feeling is that it's just it's more a tradition, like if we were to like put it somewhere, to them it feels like a tradition, and I feel like their daughters, or 99% of them, are not going to have the veil, right? They're just going to assimilate is not a word that I like, but they're going to acclimate to the new culture and not live like this. So, because, like, think about it, the the veil is literally like peak oppression of women. Like, there's no other way to put it. It is the peak sign of a woman is such a commodity that we ask all of them to hide for their husband or future husband, depending on how they believe on this religion, and not show their hair, not speak to anyone, just stay in their own little bubble because
That's
they
just about
don't
getting
have
the
the
women to
agency.
perform for the men.
Like, yeah. So what what like I those things don't work, at least in my brain. They don't work together with the type of woman that will go get an education, right? If you go and get an education, your idea is that you're going to make it yourself, right? You're not going to, like, I'm sorry, there's no woman that goes to university or that goes to college and that thinks to herself, oh man, I have to marry to be able to find an husband and to stay at home for the kids. No, they're not thinking about that. All right, they're thinking about about I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be this or this. So, like in my view, I feel like it's more okay. Let me be clear. I think that these people, it's more like at home. My parents have these doctrines in their mind. They have this religion in their mind that says a woman needs to have the veil. You need to have the veil. But like for them, it's just like, I'll put it because I've always put it, and because I know that it's going to cause some issues at home if I don't do it. But most likely, those people are not going to force their children. And maybe they will even like go without it in the future. So, yeah. I just don't believe that these people have some great push for religion. Like as much as Catholics don't have a big push for religion, I don't believe that it's different for people of the Muslim faith. Yeah, like we're all the same. I just anyway. No.
One thing that I thought was really funny was when I was going to get my student ID, they had this sign, and it was it basically said you can't wear like casual hats or headwear, but you can wear religious headwear, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny, and I'm not sure why it's funny, but it's just like we're allowing it for like reasons that to
Yep.
me feel kind of superficial.
Yep, and that's a complex issue, right? Because in Quebec, that's like in Quebec and in France, that's a big thing because we're like, oh man, it's hard to explain. In the US, your only experience of rights is the English type of rights. And when I say English, I mean freedom from the government, right? The government ain't going to fuck over my speech. It ain't going to do X to me. But when we go to Quebec, when we go to France, those are the French right. So they're the right to not be oppressed by some other group. But whenever that translates, most of the time it translates to the majority oppressing some minority. So in Quebec, for example, you cannot be a police officer if you wear a hijab or a burqa. So if you have the headwear, you cannot. It's against the law. So like that's fucked, right? So when I hear the thing that you're talking about, I'm like, it feels wrong because you're setting some rule and you're only violating it based on some religion, which is like, what the fuck are we talking about? But also the other way for that, like if we remove that part that allows the hijab or the headwear, then we're screwed, right? Then you're saying if you are a Muslim and a woman, right? If you are a religious Muslim woman, you don't get an education. Fuck you. Now that's fucked. So yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to think about. But yeah, it's, man, there's so much things that are balancing acts, and I feel like nobody is equipped to think through these things. Like, I look back at myself when I was at the age where, well, I were supposed to go to college and these things. If I would have seen this, I would have been like, these fucking Muslim hand. I would have been triggered about it. But yeah. It's hard. Nobody's equipped for these discussions. Nobody's equipped to think about these things. It's crazy. Anyway.
Just let everyone wear headwear. I was genuinely thinking it would have been funny to say I'm a member of the Satanic Temple, so I'm gonna wear this ball cap.
But like, yes, it's funny, but also it's not, right? It's insulting because there's only one target of this. But I know you don't mean it in an insulting
framework, and to make little of it is wrong. But like at the same time, it's like it's what was the term I used? Bitterly amusing. Where
yes,
it's funny, but it shouldn't be funny.
Yes, I agree with that. But like, I don't know. I feel like people, like, there's a framework change that we need in our brain. And we need to start thinking of ourselves, at least at the nation level or at the country level. Well, it seems to be the same for the US. But like, we need to start thinking of ourselves as part of a collective, and our goal should be to push the collective forward. Like, even if it sounds communistic as fuck, I don't care. We should want to push our people to be the best, and whatever the fucking rule is to push ourselves there, this is what we go for. And I hate the fact that, at least in North America, we seem to think that it's not what we can do for society, but it is what society can do for us. It's an individualistic way of thinking, and it's kind of rotting us a little bit. We're not able to think in the broader terms. We only think about, well, if the rule is fucking me over, or if the rule is unfair to me, then it means that it's a bad rule. But not necessarily, because there's some people that might be fucked over everywhere in their life, and that rule being unfair to me in a minimal way, like, it's not as if I care about not having it's basic respect to not have a cap inside, right? But yeah, so that's I don't know how to switch that, right? Like, I feel like we have that a little bit more in Canada, and the fact that the US is attacking us, that helps a little bit with like bringing us all together and to all be united. But fuck, it's scary to think that a lot of people's engagement with their politics, with their state, with everything in their life is just like a primarily like only me. I'm only thinking about myself. And the outcome there
The
is,
thing with that is, if you only care about yourself, Then you're going to elect people who only care about themselves, and they won't care about you. So by not caring about others, you are not caring about yourself, because your government will not care about you, because you've only elected people who care about themselves.
Well, I would like it to be the case, but it's just not what happens, right? So, for. I don't think that people have. I think that you can vote for people that don't only care about themselves, even if you do only care about yourself. But, yeah. Anyway, there's no way
But
to
like the
explain that.
general attitude of the group that you're electing from will show up in that group that is elected. So part of it is you need to better your country's culture, is my thought.
Yeah, I would agree. I guess my stress is that I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to push, like, besides speaking about it, I don't know how to push the culture towards a culture that is more one of unity, one of we're all in a big ass ship where we're just trying to do the best and nobody gets left behind, but we also like push towards progress. So that's a hard one. I'm trying to like there's no
We are on a
solution.
wet rock. It's a spaceship that nature created.
Yep. Anyway, give me half a second. I'll be back. You can yell to stream if you want, okay?
Insert funny and original joke.
Nice joke. Ha ha ha. What a joke.
Oh yeah, you heard
Of
you heard
course.
that because you had your headphones on.
Yep. I was like, what an entertaining joke. Holy.
Insert funny and original response to insert funny and original joke.
Crazy, eh? Oh no, not some ordinary gamer. Going to
Sog
die.
is soggy. I don't like Sog.
Oh yeah. I feel that people are
If
so
you want
retarded.
rage bait, watch Legal Eagle.
Oh really? Why? Is he being retarded or is it rage
No,
bait
it's
because of
just
what
like
he's reading?
the shit they talk about is rage bait.
Yeah, most of what he talks about is like most of the videos that I've seen is things that personally, if my country was doing it, I would be dead. Okay, I like there's some things that I don't. Okay, I don't know why what I'm going to say. Tactical thermonuclear gnome
Oh my
based.
god, the video about the cars theory is so good. You get in trouble for streaming it, but it's really funny and you should totally watch it in your spare time. Even
The
if you've
wit.
never seen the Cars franchise. It's so stupid.
Okay, but okay.
The video about
Yeah.
Maynard being
Oh my god. Okay, but like I don't know. Okay, I don't understand why it would be like a weird statement for me to say that if I were a politician, a Republican politician in the US, I would expect 50% chance I die after being out of office. Like for me, if I were a politician elected under Trump, I would expect that it's a I'm rolling the dice, and if it's under 3 or 3, I die. Like, the amount of crazy shit that they have done. Like, when I say I die, I mean I would fully expect to be kneel down in front of some kind of official building and shot on live TV. I don't know why in the US you seem to be in your brain like, oh no, they're just doing politics and it's okay. No. No, that there's a point where you have raped the country enough and well, we ask blood, right? There's a point. And I do believe that 300,000 dead children, probably a good start. The destruction of like all of your soft power around the world, that's a good continuation. The floundering of ample amount of money, that too. And then a war that is worse than all other fucking wars that the US has conducted.
Brody Robertson video.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, the US is. I'm so glad to live in Minnesota because like the community here is just if the rest of the country dies, this will be the one state that lasts. I am certain of it.
I don't know what to say. Like this, it's just insane. Like how? No, but do you understand what I mean? Right? Wouldn't you, if you were a politician, a Republican, wouldn't you expect to die right now? Like, wouldn't you be like, okay, if I don't do something, I might die. Like, we have done so much damage. I would be in full panic. But I don't know how. But right
if I was a
now,
Republican and I was in office, I would actually start voting against Trump and I would spend my campaign money on getting the Democrats in office because I'm pro-business. I'm pro-individual freedom, but right now Trump is doing a lot of damage to businesses and individual freedom, and I want, like, right now the Republicans have gone, my party has left me far enough that the Democrats and centrists are actually closer.
like, I get what you're saying, but I feel like I'm talking to someone that has been like brainwashed. Like, you don't know. Okay, if I could take your mind, fly it to another country, and read just like 1% of the Supreme Court decisions that have been rendered, like, we look at you and we think that you're all insane in the US. It's crazy. I would never.
I've heard that. I've been called insane by Australians, and Australians don't even trust their own government. So if they're used to their own government being like, if they feel their own government is unpredictable, and they call us in the U.S. fucking insane,
Well, to be honest,
yeah, that's
everyone
the
says
sign.
that their government is unpredictable, but like the thing that is the most crazy is that the CBC is like government financed news in Canada, okay? So it's supposed to be the neutral place where we don't say strong things and we like speak of all sides. Every day they have a bunch of panels, and normally, because Trump will always be in the news, they're going to talk about Trump, and they're going to end up right now there's going to be 3 people, a conservative, a liberal, and an NDP, which is a left-wing person, or a journalist, and they're all going to look at themselves and they're going to say, yeah, Trump is retarded. What do you want me to say? He's I don't know what to say. He's retarded. Like, you're going to have
Like
literal
the conservatives
journalists.
in other countries are calling him dumb. That's how you know he's dumb, is when the conservatives in other countries are calling him dumb.
Like, they're all literally just looking at each other in their eyes, being like, okay, what am I supposed to say to this shit? Like, I don't know. Do we have one of these?
The emptiness of Trump's mind is contagious.
It's crazy. But like, fuck. I don't know. Like, Man, I don't even know what how to speak anymore. It's just crazy to me that you can have this person and that your media world is so fucked. And again, I'll blame the algorithms again. Your media is so fucked that your people, like, what are his approval? Is it like 30%? Like it's crazy.
I have a cat.
How? Like, can I have the
Cat.
38? No way. No way. This is old. This is old. This cannot be true. This is from today. Holy Christ.
His approval rating should be lower. It should be like 12 at
No,
most.
it should be 5. 5. Like, anything more than that? Like, to me, this is an indictment on the US, right? Because the issue
Our
here...
culture has gone pretty rotten.
Well, think about, like, I want you to remove yourself from your body and think about if you were Canadian or if you were...
Perspective.
Repeat?
I was saying, okay, third person alien perspective.
Yes, exactly. But now, not any alien, okay? I want you to be an illegal alien from France or the UK or whatever the fuck, okay? So another country, an EU country or Canada, and you look from the outside. How would you make any deal with the US? Even if Trump goes, okay? Tomorrow Trump goes. You saw the US, through the most insane shit, still approve 38%. Like the fact that right now 38% approve, this is every politician in the world is looking at that and they're like, oh, we're never dealing with the US again. I'm never trusting a piece of paper from them. I'm never trusting a deal. I'm never guaranteeing my security to them. Are you fucking crazy? These guys are like they're nuke level retarded. I don't know how to state how insane this is. Like goddamn, like Trudeau was lower than this, and all he did was like not be vocal. Like, what the fuck? What are we talking about? I don't know. Like he destroyed.
I think we need more foreign politicians actively making fun of Trump. We should get that.
Yes, but okay. I think that this is kind of an issue where people don't see like the stairway to fascism and how all of the steps they think are how hard to climb are actually not steps at all. So, like, for example, we say like, oh my god, the businesses will...
like people think it's a staircase when it's really just two teams playing tug of war, and one team can easily yank the other team over if the other team gives up.
No, I don't know if I agree with that. Where I'm going with is that, okay, so when people were talking about fascism before Trump, they were saying, well, let's make the image that they had in their mind. Well, the businesses will oppose this plan. The politician will oppose this plan. The Congress, the Senate will oppose this plan. The institution will oppose this plan. So, of course, fascism cannot happen because there's those big-ass gaps. And, you know, if we go even higher, then there's the international community. They will oppose the plan. So that's like how they think the staircase to fascism is, right? All of these gaps, the height is the difficulty, right? So there's a bunch of difficulty here. But in reality, the problem is the US system has no stopping for fascism, no stopping power. So you have the first stair is like, boop, the Congress, boop, the Senate, the institutions, they're controlled by Trump now. It's not even like a thing. Boop. So, like the international community, that's where I'm getting there. Okay, I should learn to land the fucking plane. Okay, the international community. Think about from Mark Carney's perspective or from any EU country's perspective. what do you gain from being combative and antagonistic to Trump? You gain nothing. You might even get smited out of your mind, right? He might come out and say, "I'm going to put tariff on you because I don't like you because you're a woman." Like, that might just happen because you're combative. So I understand your feeling of like the international community should laugh at Trump. Right now, the international community is doing the most they can do in this moment, which is everybody knows. Everybody across the world knows that Trump is a fucking loser. But don't expect the leaders to say it because the leaders cannot. Mark Carney cannot just get out and say, Trump is a fucking retard, so we'll do it our own way. Like, the closest he can get is his Davos speech. If you haven't listened to the Davos speech, please go. Okay. Davos.
Oh yeah, I've seen
2026.
clips of it where he's very, I don't know if this is like a good combination of words, but firmly enthusiastic about having
the puck
Canada
is going.
partner with the EU.
Well, if you have just watched clip, we could like speed through it, but like just to land the plane here, you're asking the international community to do something that is impossible, which is go against their interests to protect your country. So that's not something that will happen. So here,
Yeah, that's fair.
this is my criticism and why I think that the Senate should
I
be
forgot to
unelected.
factor in that the US has weapons and Trump is stupid enough to use them just because he's offended.
Also, but like, if you have a large economy, if you can inflict damage on somebody else and your leader is retarded, people will just do whatever they think is best for their country, right? So just with that, why would we do anything else than do what we think is optimal? And right now, it seems that the optimal technique is the like half combative but never truly combative in public that Mark Carney is doing. So Mark Carney will do things like say, well, Trump is his own thing. We're going to do globalism because we believe in globalism, and I know that Trump is not on board with that, and he can go fuck himself. But also, I'll be like super friendly and I'll help the president behind the scene because I don't want to get fucking smite. Anyway, like it's anyway, like it's a known thing that Trump asked Carney behind the scene for advice. Like they send texts to each other, and it has been confirmed that some of those texts are like, "Hey, Mark Carney, should I do this? I'm scared." So, like, we have a good position in Canada, but
He's literally a kid.
Yes!
I swear to God. He's like, teacher, I don't know if this will destroy the world or not. Should I nuke Russia?
and like, Mark Carney is probably like, "Please don't invade Iran. That's crazy retarded." And Trump is like, "I gotta do it because I'm the only one that can do it. Do it." But hey,
So you're shitting your pants. Such a bad Trump impression.
exactly.
The puck is going.
You know what? Let's.
I'm
the only one that
can do it. I'm the only one.
You got it so good. Let's just get through the start because the start, you'll do the analogy,
gay now.
and I think it's
Gay Trump.
Gay Trump.
For 41 million
I
Canadians,
should have totally
the
this
world's
episode
largest
tweet
economy,
profile
he is a
just call
steady
myself Gay
and
Trump.
thoughtful leader.
We need Gay Trump.
I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it together. Oh my God.
Hold my hand. It is too gay.
I call him a friend. Please join me in welcoming Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney.
Okay, here we get Mark Carney. My
Thank you
Lord
very
and
much,
Savior.
Larry. I'm going to start in French, and then I'll switch back to English.
Okay, fuck
Merci, Larry.
French. I guess that's the
In
English
an
part.
era of great power rivalry, that the rules-based order is fading, that the strong can do what they can, and the weak must suffer what they must. And this aphorism of Thucydides is presented as inevitable, as the natural logic of international relations reasserting itself. And faced with this logic, there is a strong tendency for countries to go along to get along, to accommodate. to avoid trouble, to hope that compliance will buy safety. Well, it won't. So what are our options? In 1978, the Czech dissident Václav Havel, later president, wrote an essay called The Power of the Powerless. And in it, he asked a simple question: how did the communist system sustain itself? And his answer began with a greengrocer. Every morning, the shopkeeper places a sign in his window: "Workers of the world unite." He doesn't believe it. No one does. But he places a sign anyway to avoid trouble, to signal compliance, to get along. And because every shopkeeper on every street does the same, the system persists. Not through violence alone, but through the participation of ordinary people in rituals they privately know to be false. Havel called this living within a lie. The system's power comes not from its truth, but from everyone's willingness to perform as if it were true. And its fragility comes from the same source. When even one person stops performing, when the greengrocer removes his sign, the illusion begins to crack. Friends, it is time for companies and countries to take their signs down. 4 decades.
So, TLDR here is we cannot pretend that we're in the same world that we were before, right? We cannot pretend that Trump is just a president that governs in a logical way. We cannot pretend that everything's going to be okay. We're going to get permanently raped if we don't do something, if we don't come together against this retard. This is what he's doing. This whole speech is him saying, wake the fuck up, guys. He's there. He's going to rape our ass. And this is, we're only talking about, yes, R word. He's only talking about the US here. Like, it's clear. It's clear that we're talking about this because of the US. So this is as combative as you can get. We cannot get worse than this. The next step of this is armed. Like, we're going at war. So, like, I don't know. Your system has just no checks and balances. You don't have a real, like, the executive branch is supreme in your system, and it's just so dumb that if the executive decides that they want to go, like, kill someone, well, you're cooked. You just die. GG. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, there's nothing that we can do. You voted in a moron, and that's what you get. I don't know. That just makes me sad. I'm yapping.
I remember my first vote was for Kamala.
Based. Very based. At least you can have that, right? You were not part of the dummy that elected the biggest dumb.
Or the dummies that chose not to vote.
Oh yeah, that's probably... Whew, I would say that's, like, near worst. Holy...
Yeah.
Oof.
You have a clearly better option, and you are not taking it. You are not taking it for me. I have every right to be offended. Go fuck off. You're not interesting to talk to.
And, like, this is... I don't know. To me...
You think you're so above the system? No, you're not. You're in the system, and you need to participate in steering it to make it better.
Let's all move to Canada. Yes, Russ, this is exactly what I'm saying. Everyone should move to Canada. Yes. Yes, I'm saying exactly that. I want immigration, okay? More. More.
Rust, check DMs.
That's your form. You fill it out and you come to Canada. No.
Take me with you. Wait, no, what is it? Take me to your leader.
True. No, I'm just so done. So done with all of this. It shows so much privilege. So much chance. Like, the fact... I think there's a... It shows... You... Maybe I'm dumb. You couldn't get through this if you were in Africa, right? Do they do this in Africa? Do they go and they say, like, it's the gays? Or maybe they do. Who knows? Like, I cannot believe that we're at this point societally where we have so few issues that we look at trans people and migrants as the issue. And we're like, you know what? That guy might destroy the country, but it's worth it because those fucking anchor babies, okay? Sorry, family friendly. We need to get them all out. We need to deport them real quick. Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop boop. Beep boop boop. Ah! Deport them all. Like, what's the point? I don't know. I'm becoming insane. Enough politics for today, I guess. This is... I just don't know how to live in this world. People are so lucky to live in the world they do. And they just look at it and they're like, it's shit. Okay, good. Go starve elsewhere then. Just go die. Alright. You know what? Let's be calm. Let's go see like how we're all going to die. Do we have some memes? The missile knows where it is. Yes, that's exactly what I need right now. Missile knows where it is.
The missile knows where it is at all times. Yes. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting
change title to never code. True. I need to code. Screw this coding. We're coding.
Contains a difference or deviation.
Okay, Sam. Bye. I'm coding. Love you.
To generate corrective commands to drive the missile from a position where it is to a position where it isn't, and arriving at a position where it wasn't. It now is.
It now is.
Consequently, the position where it is now the position that it wasn't.
Okay.
And it follows that the position that it was is now the position that it isn't.
Cool. Let's put it on pause. So, okay. TLDR of what happened. Let's open back the book of knowledge. All right. So before we had like a class for each thing in AST. And right now I have a class for each thing in CP Pro. So the C preprocessor. So I have a multiple class for these things. But I have one unified AST type for all other things in C. Because for some reason, it seems that that's the best way to go. So when will you try Claude? Go kill yourself, okay? Really? Die. So right now, you know what? I'll show the receipt. You know what? I'll show the receipt just for you. Missile knows where it is.
In the event that the position that it is in is not the position that it wasn't, the system has acquired a variation. The variation being the difference between where the missile is and where it wasn't.
True.
If variation is considered to be a significant factor, it too may be corrected by the GDA.
All right.
However, the missile must also know where it was.
So,
the missile guidance computer scenario works as follows. Because a variation has modified some of the information the missile has obtained,
here is all the AST items.
Where it is. However, it is sure
Shut
where
the fuck
it
up,
isn't.
bro. Shut the fuck up. Can we get something more fun? Pacer. Are you kidding me? Pacer. Bro. Pacer!
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult
we're good.
as it continues.
Okay.
The 20-meter
So,
pacer test will begin
those are all the items. Let's try to full screen this. Those are all the items that we're parsing. So, if we get...
A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line
this
and run as
thing.
long as possible.
Okay. So for example, here we have struck SVC underscore RQST. So here we have
On your mark, get ready, start.
we have a struck and we have SVC RQST. Ta-da! Toggle secondary sidebar. Wait. Upright, toggle secondary sidebar. Okay. And your point is like this. And then this. Ah. You're a genius, bro. I love you. I love you.
5,
Okay. Oh, that's so good. So, okay, we saw... Yeah, it's even better. It's just the primary sidebar cannot be full screen, but the other one can.
level 1.
So, yeah. Okay, so we saw that this one was working. Now, let me show how this one works. How does AI window
9,
not show up there? What do you mean AI window? I have VS Codium, so I don't have AI. Okay, so here,
11,
if we look, we have the struct. This is some errors, I don't know why they exist, but we can also see what is declared within the struct. Bro, I need to close some windows. Okay. Like here, we have the struct, and then we have what is declared within the struct. So we should have this and this. So here, we can go to result. This is the first one, which we can see over here.
level 2,
We have BE. We have the fact that it's a pointer and it's a proto function and the name is fopen. And then we can take a look at the arguments.
7,
Let's take a look at the first one. Root. So we see it's a struct, it's svcrsq, and it's a pointer. So if we take a look,
19,
struct svcrsq and a pointer. And this is recursive.
20,
So if we go here,
21,
arg1, we're going to see struct nfsfh, and it's a pointer. Struct nfsfh, and it's a pointer. See? It works! Ta-da! Now the issue that I have is I have some values that... Like the way that I've coded this is kind of just like shoving things together, and I've essentially vibe coded with my own brain, okay? That's the point. So
26,
I need to make everything a bit clearer. Oh shoot. Have I just lost the thing? I might have. Oh no, not again. Okay.
29,
Oh, okay, I can just click here to toggle it. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I had some notes. Let's remove this. This. Let's open
2,
this, put it here. Let's remove the settings. Here we go. Okay. So, self.await indent is a bit retarded. So yeah, we need to make a thing for function proto because it's the only thing to use it correctly. So let's actually do that, right? So this part.
36, 37,
Wait, thinking.
39,
No, we're good. That's always how we're going to use it. So let's get this going. Where is this used?
41, end of level
Can I kill this? Thank you. Kill this too. Thank you. Okay.
42,
So we don't need it at struct. We don't need it here. We don't need it here. We only need it for...
44.
Wait, what?
45.
Brain?
46.
So you're telling me that we're not using this anywhere and it just works. Trademark.
47.
Okay.
48.
Well. I'm sure this won't fail.
49. 50. 51. End of level 6. 52. 53.
Okay. Okay, let's ignore that, I guess.
55.
Something at the end to clear everything. We need a Okay, that we'll do another day. Separators when multiple args. Is this actually needed? Well, no, it's not needed. Okay, cool.
61. End of level 7.
Okay, so right now we're truly just trying to know if our thing works correctly or not. Really?
63.
Okay,
64.
I'm happy. Let's remove all of them.
65.
66. Alright. Let's go into correction mode. Don't we like the pacer test?
70.
Okay, so let's get outside. Let's open up the side, full screen this.
71.
Self. Process elements. Alright. So,
72.
maybe we need to
Level 8.
get an idea for this. So, those should just be okay. Let's ignore the fact that they exist for now. Let's confirm that this is done correctly. So we should see a thing containing struct and containing SVCRSQ. Blah, 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 blah. Let's take a look.
76.
That's the first type, so that should be the first one. And we have
77.
struct, SV thing, and qualifier being empty. That makes sense. Cool.
78.
Alright. Is there any unexpected things? Let's take a look about the line. So, character 1 from 16, line 20. Seems fair to me. Whoop. Seems fair to me. 20. Okay. 16, yes. I'm like, what? That's not it? Alright. Okay, next one.
83. End of
Okay.
level 9.
So, struct, NLMV binding thing. Those two are not supposed to be there. We're gonna have to see why. So, okay.
86.
That's okay. Let's just check each of the items to see if they actually parse correctly. I'm suspecting that the parentheses are doing a thing. Maybe?
88.
Who knows? Whoops. Okay.
89.
Let's just see the extents. Declare children contains the extent of the declares. So char 2 to 22 on line 26 to 28.
93.
Okay.
94. End of level 10.
You know what?
95.
Whoops.
96.
Open with Vim. When? When did I want to open this with Vim? Go drink half a gallon of bleach. Okay.
99. 100.
Okay, it's counting 5 for each tab size, so let's put indent size at 1. So this should be position 2. Okay, 2, 2, 22. 23, 22. Okay, so we end here. Neovim better. Okay, go drink bleach. That's a bit rude. No. No Vim at all, okay? No Vim is better than Vim.
End of level 11.
And let's check the other one. So this,
100.
so 2, 2, 33. Okay,
109.
2 to 33. Let's check the extents.
110.
2 to 33,
111.
29. Okay, that's cool.
112.
Let's... Okay, that's the overall extent where we don't process anything. Yep, that's okay. Now, let's take a look at the results. So the first one are children.
115.
Okay, so
116.
struck SVRQ pointer.
117.
Struck NFS pointer.
118. End of level 12.
Struck file pointer pointer.
19.
Cool. So struck SV, struck NFS, struck file, each with at least 1 pointer, and this one 2 pointers. Okay, cool. So that's done. Now let's take a look at this one. I think this one is screwed up.
123.
Brain. Okay.
124. 125. 126.
Okay.
127.
So we're talking about void, pointer, proto function. That's fair. F close. That's the name, indeed. Now let's take a look at the args in there. So arg, struck. Ooh.
131. End of level 13.
Okay, so it detected the struck and then it went out?
133.
What happened here? Struck.
134. 135.
Okay.
136.
Why was file put here? Okay.
140.
Arg. Let's go take a look at the extent here, which controls the thing.
142.
19 to 32. 29. Okay. 19.
144. End of level 14.
19 to 32.
145.
Okay, so we're within the range.
147.
I'm so confused.
148.
This is what is used to be able to know if
49.
we need to take a look at the children. So then after that we go into arg children
151.
and we take a look at the line object.
152.
29, 29. No, 1932. I'm just not looking in the right place. Okay, that's good too. Okay, so then we definitely enter this.
155.
Need processing is still true. And what's the extent here?
156.
Whoa, give me a moment.
157. End of level 15.
Okay, that's not the right thing. That's the right thing.
158.
Okay, what's my extent here?
159.
Line. We're within it.
160.
Need processing true.
161.
We're in extend mode.
162.
Why? What's the...
163.
Okay.
164. 166.
That makes no sense.
166.
Okay. Let's do the thing.
167. 168.
So I'll go find where structs are.
169. 170. 171.
Yes,
End of
I'll
level 60.
put it there.
172.
So I'll run it.
173.
And what we're going to try is we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
75.
We should press the next button 5 times and we'll end up here. So we'll be able to go step by step and see what happens.
177.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
179.
Okay. Can we have the... Not this part. This part.
181. 182.
Okay. We're inside of self.
183.
We're at the right place.
185. End of level.
And right now we're going to add
186.
struck. The struck information here.
187.
End mode. Auto. Are we on auto mode? No, we're on extend mode, so we skip this. Cool.
189.
Cool. Return false.
190.
Okay.
191. 192. 193.
That's what we returned, right? Yes, okay.
194. 195. 196.
Wait, I did not understand what just happened.
197.
Oh, we're within the fucking filter. Okay.
198. 199. 200. End of level 18.
Okay.
201. 202. 203.
Like that. Okay.
204.
So now we're at file.
206.
Okay.
207. 208.
It's not a comment. It's not a keyword. It's not a punctuation. It's an identifier. We go here. Let's go inside. So are we within range of the big struck? Let's take a look.
212. 213.
End mode. No check. Auto. Semicolon. Comma. Or extent. We should be at extent. Is extent outside?
260.
The answer to that should be no.
270.
Cool, it's no. Okay. Next step. Arg children handler. For this one, we should have no children. So it should
220.
skip. Yes. Okay. Then, declare. We should have 2 children. Next.
222.
If children. Cool. This should go within.
224.
What?
226. 227. 228. 229. 230. 231. End of level 20. 232. 233. 234.
There's something I'm not understanding. Let me go forward.
236. 237.
Oh, what?
38.
Okay, no. No.
239.
What the fuck happened?
240.
So here we are comparing a line.
241.
How does it fail? We're within it. Okay.
243.
And this thing. 29. Line 20. 629.
247. End of level 21. End of 10.
Why? Why do we... Wait, what the fuck? This should be... 32? No? Or 30, sorry. This should be 30. How did we get to that value? Wait. I need my pacer test.
The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic intensity
okay.
test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line
This
up
makes
at
no
the start.
sense.
The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster.
How
each
can
minute
the
after you hear
children
the
extend?
signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete...
Oh no,
the
the children extent should be 29. And 22 highly depends. Is this 22?
On your mark, get ready,
It should be
start.
32? Wait, then this is fucked. No? Oh no, it should be way further than that.
2,
Brain! Compute!
3, 4,
Why did it not append the second children? But the line it did. Huh? Moronics did it again. Why are you trying to bring me off course? You sneaky
end of level 1.
Sneaky bleaky. Okay, I need to go to line, because this is our issue. Line. And go to the grow function.
9, 10,
Okay, so if line position that's within the extent is greater... Wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, because we are taking a look at the starting. Okay,
13,
so starting, if it is greater, we update. Or else...
14,
Oh, we only update on one side, you dumb... Is this really it?
15, end of level
Wait.
2.
I'm bad at this.
16,
If they're equal, then we look at the char. Okay, that makes sense. Let's look at this. Alright, that's still was. Oh, that sounds good. Send the link if you have it. Did he spit like for real spit? If so, it's based. I'm all in. Oh, I think that's the issue. Or not. No, that's not the issue. Shoot.
26.
Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do if it's okay?
28. 29. 30. 31. 32. And level 4. 33. 34.
Shit, this is all okay. The error is somewhere else.
36.
Boo 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 boo. Boom. Boom 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 boom. Boo 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 boo.
38.
Boom 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 boom.
39.
Send the link.
40. 41. End of level 5. 42. 43. 44.
Is this it?
45. 46. 47.
This one, yes. Okay.
48. 49. 50. 51. End of level 6. 52. 53.
Am I going to read through this for nothing? Which page?
54.
Ooh, base.
55. 56. 57. 58.
What the fuck?
59. 60.
Is this guy retarded?
61. End of level 7. 62.
How can you read something? Comment about it in the chat.
63.
Page with Balmer image. Ah.
64. 65. 66.
Okay, RSSC on Duke. Used to work for Suze way back in the days. I saw going on. Funny guy. Okay.
68.
Is this it?
69.
Thank you. Thank Lord.
70.
Okay.
71.
Why?
72.
No, truly, why? Why?
73.
I don't even remember what the fuck we were doing.
74.
Which extent was fuck?
75. 76.
It was the one generated through Grow, I think.
77.
You were debugging. Oh, thank you! I was debugging! Oh, easy!
79. 80. 81. 82. 83. End of
Oh,
level 9.
man.
84. 85. 86.
Okay.
87.
I think it is fair to say that whenever we enter this mode, we don't really have to do the extent grow thing.
89.
We just have to have the start of the extent, and whenever we get into this mode, we just have to check if
91.
there is a parenthesis or if there is a squiggly thing. And if there is, that means that we're outside now, and we can start actually processing shit.
94. End of
I think that's the idea.
95. 96. 97. 98. 99.
How do I want to set this up?
100. 101.
I think I know.
102. 103.
The fact that this doesn't work fucks me up. Why?
104.
How?
105.
I like when extents just don't work. That's my
End of level
biggest pet peeves, okay? I don't think that's the right word.
107.
That's the thing I like the most. When I ask the computer to do a thing and it's like, I don't know.
109. 110. 111. 112.
How about we inverse all of this?
113.
Wait, declare. Hard? No, okay. Self dot
117,
declare
118, end of level 12. 119.
Bro, this is cooked.
121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 131. End of level 13. 132. 133. 134. 135. 136. 137. 138. 139. 140. 141. 142.
Where? This is dumb. I'm breaking everything. What the fuck?
144. End of level 14. 145. 146. 147. 148.
This is why I asked for Claude. You little shit. You know what? Just because of that, I'm fucking off.
150.
You've made me mad.
151.
Make it so we detect the char to end
153.
or
154.
instead
155.
pure extents
156.
or fine
157. End of level
Why?
15.
the row
158.
extent bell.
159.
Alright, I'm fucking off. I love you. Was fun yapping today.
160.
We'll find each other another day, okay?
161.
Your to-do list. Could have been a prompt. Okay, okay, okay. Die! Yeah!
160.
I love you. Okay. I love you, Rust. I love that we align on so much. I love that you're right on everything. But the LLM, I ain't vibe coding, okay? I ain't. Bye. Love you.